Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Hello, hi, and welcome to Fact of the Day with me, Mark Lotsu. You can trust me. Now, when you first meet someone, people would think that you'd be quite wary, and it'd be understandable to think that you'd be quite wary of them. But the actual truth is, most people are actually very trusting and trustworthy. Police, surgeons, there are many professions that need to gain the trust of the people they're speaking to in order for them to be able to make productive decisions for the individuals. For example, medical procedures and the risk associated with those medical procedures. A policeman finding someone who's been in a very negative situation and wanting that person to be able to trust a policeman to be able to look after them. This is based on work done by Paul Zak, who is a neuroeconomist at Claremont University in California. So he looked at chemical responses in the brain to trust, particularly the production of a substance called oxytocin, which is produced in large amounts when you have a great deal of trust for somebody. Now, the production of oxytocin can be triggered by a number of cues. These are some life hacks, if you like. 1, hug people. Go out and give them a hug, because when you hug someone, it gives them a massive flood of oxytocin and they feel really good, and it builds immediate trust with them. And if you know they seem not to be a hugger, then at least some physical contact, or try to get as close to them as you possibly can, not in a creepy way, because that's not going to build trust. Number 2, feign intimacy. So something as simple as a handwritten note. If you write a handwritten note to somebody, then they feel much closer to you. They feel much more connected with you than if you just send them a text message or send them an email, because they feel like you've taken the time and the care and the effort to write the note out by hand. So if you sell stuff on these big selling platforms, things like eBay, and you're shipping it out, send them a handwritten note. You're more likely to get a positive feedback from them on the site. You know, some big companies use first names, they're trying to have nicknames, they have in-jokes, I think that's the right use of that one, to illustrate and to try to build that intimacy and that trust within the people in the environment. Flaunt your reputation. So this is something that is massive online for big companies like Airbnb and for things like Amazon and Apple. If you've got a good reputation, then flaunt it. That immediately. Number 4, show your weakness. On this, Zak said that honest communication beats trying not to look weak every single time. So if you're a manager, and it's much better for you to be able to admit defeat and to ask your employees for help in understanding or solving a problem than it is to try to pretend that you can do it on your own and find you actually can't. And number 5, trust others first. Trust begets trust. Now, studies have shown that when people are trusted, their oxytocin levels spike and they're more likely to trust you in return. Now, from an evolutionary point of view, this obviously looks at things like cooperation, and in order for you to be able to cooperate with someone, you have to be able to trust them. So if you're going to go on a hunt with someone, you have to be able to trust that they will look after you and protect you as you would them. Try them out, use them, but as always, use them only for good. You can trust me. Thanks so much for watching. Love you, bye, love you, bye. Love you, bye.